Imagine being ripped from the warmth of a sun-drenched California estate where life was easy and kindness was the norm, and thrown into the freezing, brutal heart of the Yukon. One moment you are a pampered pet, the next you are a commodity, sold for gold dust and beaten into submission by men who care nothing for your pain. This is the harrowing and transformative journey of Buck, the protagonist of Jack London's timeless masterpiece, The Call of the Wild. If you are looking for an audiobook that will stir your soul, challenge your understanding of survival, and reconnect you with the primal instincts buried deep within, this is the listen that will leave you breathless. London crafts a narrative that is both a gripping adventure story and a profound philosophical exploration of nature, civilization, and the indomitable spirit of life itself. The story follows Buck, a large and powerful St. Bernard Scotch Collie mix who was kidnapped and sold into the life of an Alaskan slipdog during the Klondike Gold Rush of the 1890s. Stripped of his civilized manners, Buck must quickly learn the law of club and fang. He learns that mercy is a luxury he cannot afford, and that strength is the only currency that matters. Under the harsh tutelage of his new masters, Buck sheds his domesticated identity and awakens the ancestral memories of his wild ancestors. He becomes stronger, smarter, and more ruthless, rising through the ranks of the sled team to become the lead dog. But as he adapts to the brutality of the North, he begins to hear a faint, persistent call, a whisper from the forest that urges him to return to his true origins. What makes The Call of the Wild such a compelling audiobook experience is its visceral imagery and emotional intensity. London's prose is muscular and direct, capturing the crunch of snow under paw, the sting of the whip, and the howl of the wind with breathtaking clarity. The narration brings Buck's perspective to life, allowing listeners to feel his confusion, his anger, his loyalty, and eventually his liberation. The audiobook format enhances the sensory immersion, making you feel the biting cold and the exhaustion of the trail. You are not just observing Buck's journey, you are living it alongside him, feeling the pull of the wild as strongly as he does. The psychological depth of the novel adds another layer of intrigue. This is not just a story about a dog, it is an allegory for the human condition. Buck's transformation mirrors the struggle between civilization and savagery, between comfort and purpose. As he moves from one owner to another, from the cruel and greedy to the kind but incompetent, and finally to John Thornton, the man who earns his love, Buck learns different lessons about trust and leadership. His bond with Thornton is one of the most poignant relationships in literature, showing that even in the wildest places, connection is possible. But when tragedy strikes, Buck is forced to make the ultimate choice: remain with the memory of his master or answer the call that has been growing louder in his blood. The pacing is steady and relentless, mirroring the grueling pace of the sled teams. London does not romanticize the North. He presents it as a place of stark beauty and unforgiving reality. The themes of naturalism and survival of the fittest are woven seamlessly into the plot, offering a raw and unfiltered look at the laws of nature. For fans of White Fang, Where the Red Fern Grows, and modern survival stories, The Call of the Wild offers a foundational text that continues to resonate with readers of all ages. It is a story about finding one's true self, even if it means leaving everything familiar behind. For anyone interested in classic literature, animal stories, or tales of resilience, The Call of the Wild is a must-listen. It celebrates the strength of the spirit and the enduring power of the wild. The audio